I took my husband's laptop to get the email address to contact the hospital when I stumbled on a message on his laptop. It's about to go down. He was chatting with his sister, telling her how he cannot stand having a black baby and that he's trying to make sure he gets a white egg donor. What? What? You can start. Hi, Tailmates. How you doing? I'm back again with another very interesting story. I'll be in the comment section, so don't forget to keep it very engaging. I'll definitely reply your comments. Yeah, if you're new here, I'm Vanessa, and welcome to Tales with Vanessa. I'm sure you would love it here, and if you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. So, guys, grab your popcorn. Let's get right into it. I took off my contraceptive 1 year after marriage in hopes that we were ready to start trying for a baby. I noticed that my husband suddenly got too busy or complains of how tired he was and we could no longer have sex. I felt sorry about his situation and asked many times how I could help. I, in fact, started doing everything around the house to help him rest and recover. I also noticed that no matter how close I come to my husband on bed or touch him, he's always not in the mood. All of this started giving me concern, and I suggested he goes see a doctor. I would suggest that too, like I would. He agreed without even complaining, and to me, that was a good sign that he really wanted the best for us. When women love, they don't think about any other thing again. They don't, because if it was a man and his wife was, he would not exactly think she's doing it for their best interest. And I'm not sure any story she gives might make any sense at that point, but women, very good hearts. Before I continue, let me quickly chip in that I am a 31 years old lady from East Africa. Okay, now I'm trying to have a mental picture of how she exactly looks, but born and brought up in the US. I also met my American husband, America. I also met my American husband here. I have this strong black skin, which in fact caught my husband's fancy. Everyone really had a thing for my black skin and always commented positively right from my childhood. So somehow my skin was my pride. I think I love that here. In a country where the skin of dominance is white and you are really dark, I mean, with the explanation, especially, people from East Africa, their complexion is always this sort of black beauty kind of, but they are really very dark. Then again, they usually have this perfect blend of fushy pink lips that, makes everything. They usually look like the models. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. But okay, let's continue. After a week, my husband woke me up one morning to tell me he has gone to see the doctor and that the findings were that he had low sperm count and he could never impregnate me with how bad it is. He also said, wait. After a week, my husband woke you up from where? You guys are supposed to see the doctor together, isn't it? So how did he, from the title of the story, I'm sure you guys already know that all of these things are so shady. Like it's not even looking, because he's waking you up to tell you, well, low sperm count. And so, yes, it might hinder you from conceiving, but is he also going to hinder intimacy? I'm not getting the flow. And I believe this lady is smart. When you're raising your girl child, please raise your girl child to be really smart. Please. I think this is a very important conversation, because sometimes when I look at the trajectory of stories like this, it just makes me feel like. Anyways, let's read on. He also said the doctor advised he would be on certain medication for 1 year and a half to boost his sperm count, but there is still no guarantee. He explained that our best bet was IVF. Oh, all of these explanations. Okay, let's continue. I'm so sorry, because one or two of you have complained that I'm usually interjecting while reading the stories, but sometimes I can't help it. Like, how do you expect me to just read it verbatim? Like, I can't help it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let's read on. While he was explaining all of this, he sounded so sober and nearly in tears. Why wouldn't he sound sober and nearly in tears? Why? I felt pity for him and even told him I don't mind waiting for another 1.5 year to see the possible result first. But he somehow convinced me on why we should actually go for the IVF option. Okay. I instantly agreed because deep down I really wanted a baby, but what I also noticed was that he still wasn't even intimate with me, and all this was happening within the space of 2 months. I said it. Yes, you had low sperm count here. I thought he was going to come up with a gist of maybe he has STD and so he doesn't want to, pass it across to her. Something like that. Because low sperm count is lame. I mean, as low as the mentality. I confronted him and he found another lie to tell me, okay? This has always been a lie. I confronted him and he found another lie to tell me, and I just didn't know why I believed him. He told me the medication he's on would affect me if he's intimate without protection, and he suggested condom. Okay. After this, everything started going on well again as usual. We used the condom all the time. I also felt he loved me so much and didn't want me to be affected with the medicine. All doesn't still make any sense. Okay, why didn't you use the condom from the very beginning? Okay, oh, I never knew I had low sperm count. You never knew you had low sperm count and you stopped being intimate. Like, how, who buys this type of lie? Who? I hope he's not like a psycho or something. Immediately your wife took off the contraceptive. You started having low sperm count. Like, I let's read on. Thinking about all of this now, I feel so stupid. Like, girl, you should. Because I never for once saw him take any medicine. Neither I was going to say that. I was going to say that. I never for once saw him take any medicine. Neither did it even occur to me to ask. I was loving with my two eyes closed. So it was time for our IVF appointment. After all the route, was he actually going to take you through this route? So it was time for our IVF appointment. After all the routine checks and the first stage of some of the eggs taken, we were given another appointment to come and then begin the whole process. 2 days later, my husband came to tell me that my eggs were low quality. Why is he always the one telling you? Like, you don't have your doctor's number. You He made me believe I cannot conceive. He told me how the eggs needed for IVF must be of very high quality, especially because his sperm count is low. At this point, I was panicking and he gave me his shoulder to cry on. Ah, Lord. Imagine someone literally killing you and handing you ice cream. This was like a strategic move. He also encouraged me, then suggested an egg donor. I just left him and continued crying. I'm so sorry, sis. Weeks passed and he kept on persuading me into accepting. It just didn't seem right by me, and I decided to go to the hospital to ask the doctor for a possible solution. Now you're coming. Now, this is what you were supposed to do in the very first place. Like, you went to the hospital, went through the process of egg retrieval and all of that, and someone is coming to give you the report. So I decided to go to the hospital to ask the doctor for a possible solution. I took my husband's laptop to get the email address to contact the hospital when I stumbled on a message on his laptop. It's about to go down. He was chatting with his sister, telling her how he cannot stand having a black baby and that he is trying to make sure he gets a white egg donor. What? What? You can't stand having what? I mean, this was literally, if I read the story well, this lady said her skin attracted him. So how would you not fall in love with a baby of that skin as well, knowing fully well that she would grow up to be that elegant, attractive lady with a popping black skin? And who even said the baby skin would even be black? I mean, what sort of insecure? What's okay? Let's read on. I froze. It took a while for me to come back to my consciousness. I thought of everything to do to this man to make him regret his action, but I only found myself crying. I cried so bad and slept off. He came home and found me asleep with the laptop open and the chat on the screen. Girl, I think you should have played this game much more better. Like, you shouldn't have known that you shouldn't have known too soon. Like, let's get to the end point of this. Like, what's his plan? Anyways, he came home and found me asleep with the laptop open and the charts on the screen. He immediately woke me up to start begging and explaining himself. What do you want to explain? What do you want to explain? Nothing he said make any sense to me. I just couldn't imagine my husband do this to me and go all this lengths to lie to me. Even put me through the process of IVF and said my eggs were of low quality. The 2 months of us not being intimate was also based on lies. Yes, yes. I am confused. I don't think I can ever forgive this man. I am so confused. What would you advise I do at this point? Because I really, really love this man and I'm deeply hurt. Hi, sis. This is not me trying to downplay, what your feelings are and everything at all. I'm not trying to downplay it, but I hope we all learn from the story that we should always look with our two eyes. We should always love with our two eyes. And we should not trust too much. Is that a word? Because the very people you love are the ones that would cause you the deepest tears and hurt. Over to you guys. What are your thoughts? I'd love to read them in the comment section and trust me to reply your comments. So yeah, thank you so much for staying through. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.